Well, hello, my lovies. Welcome to another edition of Why Black Women Blank Blank Blank. Why Black Women Blank Blank Blank. So today is why. This is why Black women are the most unprotected. Let's see what she has to say.
Okay. And we're just going to get right into a few reasons why you don't get protection, because it's true that Black women don't really get protected. But unlike the narrative, it's not because Black men are incapable of protecting or that they don't want to protect, because Black men on the whole want to protect Black women to the point where they allow themselves to be used like pit bulls and like attack dogs. So when you come along and you say somebody's doing something and somebody, usually there's a Black man somewhere in your vicinity, be he your father, your brother, your cousin, your friend, your man, whoever he may happen to be in your life, there's usually a Black man that's ready to come along and defend what you're talking about. So it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to try to say how Black men don't protect or don't want to or are incapable of protecting Black women. No. You're unprotected because you remove your cover. You remove the protective cover that men actually provide.
And
one of the ways that you remove that cover, Black woman, is that you appear and you come off and you portray yourselves too masculine. And I'm not just talking about wearing your hair a certain way or wearing certain clothes or anything like that. What I'm talking about is more so the attitude that you come with. You come with this real aggressive, I don't need you, I don't need nobody, you can't tell me nothing, attitude.
So, because women come with an attitude, that means women don't deserve protection. Are you referring to in relationships or in general? In relationships or in general? In general, if a woman is being abused or something and you're there, did she take the cover off and say she don't deserve to be protected at that point in time? Are you trying to tell me no woman never asked for help? Well, I don't need to protect them. What is your meaning of protection? The girls who go out there starting with the men, or the women that needs help, or women that's fighting for a particular cause or getting disrespected by a man. So the next man don't have to say what do you mean by unprotected? You have to explain the different levels and what do you mean by protection? Why they have to protect us? So is that for any circumstance? Some circumstances? Or if they out there acting the fool, or it's because they're independent? So because who are the men to protect? Who needs to protect them? Because I'm quite sure if it's any man, then if a woman needs help, he should help her. As usual, you always have me confused. You always have me confused in what you say. What is the purpose of a man protecting a woman? You have to give me some circumstances. Maybe you are. Let's find out.
And that makes men back off. See, a lot of times, Black women, you don't understand what makes Black men, or any man for that matter, you don't understand what makes him tick. You don't know anything about men aside from sex, how to get money from them, how to get some sex from them, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, how to try to get them to stick around for a little bit as long as you can. But you really don't understand who he is or what he does or what he's for. You don't understand that black men, like any other man,
We normally start in the dark.
for things to a woman that he cares about, whether that's romantically or from his family. He's ready to give provision. He's ready to give problem solving. He's ready to give protection. He's ready to give procreation. He's ready to do those things. But when you tell him, and we've been under this social conditioning, and you gladly will pound your chest like a, like a 500-pound gorilla, you will go ahead and pound your chest, black woman, to talk about how you don't need him to help you do anything yet.
First of all, if you have a woman, your job is to protect her. I don't care if what she say, then don't have a woman. I don't care what she say. If she so you're trying to say, oh, you my wife, you my woman. But being that she's pounding her chest as a gorilla, I'm gonna stand back and let somebody just beat her up. Scratch that off the list. Now, if you're a family member, is that your niece, your daughter, your little cousin? Because she pounds her chest, you're gonna go, oh, let me stand back. She got this. Now I can see if it's in the street and lady acting wild in a man's face, then I can say, listen, the woman jumped up in the man's face. She ain't got no business doing that. So she started something with the man. Even though I tell my man leave it alone, but she act like she got all that mouth. Let me just move him so he don't get arrested. But I don't need to protect her. So you have to give me some circumstances. You can't say that for a man. You cannot. That doesn't go for it in a relationship. Because a real man, I don't care what a woman say. A real man might move. A woman know when a man is a man. Okay? You think we stupid? Hey, Nicole, do you honestly think that we are stupid? You think regardless of how masculine we are, we don't know what who a real man is? Even if I was a man and my woman was masculine and another man approached my woman, I would not be a man if I don't step in. How does that make him look? He can't say, well, she's masculine. She can handle it. I wouldn't tell nobody that. I would not tell a soul that. But of course, you got to get your point across again. Because a female is masculine. I don't care what she appear. Maybe she never had protection and she always had to fend for herself. It's not because she wants to. Maybe that was her life. Maybe she was picked on in school as kindergarten and first grade and second grade, where they're not even men, they're just picking on her. Maybe she just had to fight, like some boys just had to fight. And as she got older, she had to fight. But when she get older and a real man step in, could be her dad, her uncle, a brother, a boyfriend. We know you real. Hey, Trejos, how are you? Now let's finish hearing this out.
When something happened to you, you know what I'm saying, or when them boys come put their paws on you, or when something's going on with you, now you want to look to the collective of black men and ask the question as to why they're not there to cover you. Probably because you removed that cover. Probably because you gave them your butt to kiss and told them to kiss your soda cracker and your acrobacker and they can go ahead on somewhere until you meet them again. Maybe that's why the cover is gone. Maybe that's why they feel like they don't need to give you provision or problem solving or protection. Just give you some D because that's all that you seem to want. That's all that you seem to be offering. That's all that you seem to need them for or want them around to do. So you're not going to get that protection because you're too masculine. You jump up in everybody's face and you start too much crap. Like you start a lot of crap. It's not always where you're the innocent victim, where you ain't doing nothing and somebody just coming down on you. Connected to that is the fact that you don't deal with authority. Black men don't have any authority over you, collectively or personally. There are only a few black women who have black men in their lives that they take leadership system.
First of all, only God has authority over people. A human being doesn't have authority over anybody. You don't even really have authority over your child. You're just the parent. They are the child. Until they're a certain age and they don't know about the world, it's your job to, as a parent, to guide your child. But you still guide your child. You can't expect something more from an adult woman that you don't expect from a child. A parent could tell a child to do a lot of things. Does that mean the child is going to do it? Does that mean the child is going to do it? So a child will sit up there and do things. Oh, that's a human being. Why are you even around women who start stuff if you're a man? Why are you even in a place where that mess goes on if you're a real man? A real man should be around real men. They should be doing something, networking, working, doing adult things. Why are you around a group of people that act like that? The woman ain't gonna act crazy because she has nothing else better to do. She may not know how to handle situations because she has not matured. She may be hot tempered, whatever. So, but she's also around men that's like that. So why you don't leave them to each other? The men that she's going at it with, they all on the same level. He's not mature neither. So you're talking about black women in particular and saying, well, only a few women. No, absolutely not. You got a habit of having your mind on people that's not, you ain't got no business with. You put real men amongst women that has not matured. But you forget about the men who has not matured. Men who hasn't matured be around women who hasn't matured. You cannot expect for us to get matured. Because if all of us get matured, it's not enough mature men out there. So we you getting all us together for who? For who? You, the problem, they are the problems together. But again, of course you wouldn't speak like that. Of course you wouldn't say it like that. Because all you know is let me keep making these women feel worse than what they feel. Let me kick them far as I can kick them down. But I'm gonna call it love. I'm gonna call it talking about them. What you say don't make nobody mature. Life makes them mature. If something you say click with somebody, good for them. Good for them.
Order and structure from it all in any way, shape, or form. So what you don't understand about men and about black men is that protection and authority go hand in hand. They can't protect stuff that they can't influence.
Protection and authority does not go hand in hand. It does not. You cannot explain nothing like that to me. You can't be over authority of everything. You cannot, it's not possible. It's not possible. And if you are with a woman who acts unruly, you have no business with her. But there's no possible way you can have authority over your mother. She's a woman. You can have authority over your grandmother. She's a woman. You can have authority over your aunts. They are women. Your cousins, they are women. Your nieces, they are women. You can't have authority over every single body just to protect them if you are there. That it's not possible. Your kids, if you want to have authority, you're female, hey, fine. If you're a woman, want you to have a, but men are they are protectors. You protect women, not just your women. You got a mother. What if your father is not around? So now you switched authority, you the authority, and she's now the child. What are you saying? What absolutely are you saying? Makes absolutely no sense at all. It does not go hand in hand. Either you're going to help them or you're not.
They can't protect him. He can't protect you if he can't tell you nothing. If he can't say, listen, there's a dangerous area over there, and I don't want you going over there at a certain time of day, and you do it anyway, how is he supposed to protect you?
That can come from anybody. That can come from anybody. And it's so dangerous. He ain't got no, wherever there's a dangerous place, if I don't belong there, neither do you. If I don't belong there, neither do you. Because it's dangerous, just like you say. It's dangerous. Y'all better stop acting like all these men y'all talk about got that hand game. That don't mean every man you talking about is good with their hands. That makes sense. Or all these men, because they call themselves alpha. It's only one alpha. Men, remember that. It's only one alpha. Every time y'all go in a room that says alpha men, you are no longer alpha. You are no longer alpha. You are their beta. Well, let's go.
Telling you not to go over there and giving you a heads up was the protection. If you decide to remove the cover and I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm grown and you don't tell me what to do and you ain't none of my daddy, then okay, then I ain't none of your daddy then. So don't cry to me when something happened to you because I ain't none of your daddy. Remember that? Remember when I tried to tell you something and you told me I wasn't none of your daddy? So don't call me like I'm your daddy to come get you out of a jam. Like, don't call me.
Hey, that go both ways. Don't call. You tell me I'm not your mother. Don't call me when you want me to do women things neither, because I'm not your mama. I'm not your mama. So your point is what? That could go both ways. Oh, 1 minute you could tell me I'm not your daddy, but I still gotta do everything you say. Well, if I'm gonna talk that much junk and tell you how much you ain't my daddy, because according to you, you know that woman like to run her mouth and let you know. So I might as well keep on running my mouth and let you know when you want something, I'm not your mother. Why stop there? Why stop there? Why stop at you ain't my daddy? I might as well continue and say when you want something, continue and say I'm not your mama. You want to wash my clothes? I'm not your mother. I mean, if I'm that bad and you feel like because of what I say, you can't protect me, so why not say more? Why not do nothing for you because I'm not your mother? Well, I didn't. You ain't listen to me. No, you already said my mouth is disrespectful, right? You already told me that I said that you ain't my daddy and all this other stuff. So when you want something, I might as well keep it going. I'm not your mama neither.
And that's what a lot of black men be thinking, like, don't call me because you don't need me. Remember, I ain't nothing to you. Remember that conversation? So black women, you literally cannot have it all, because on the one hand, you want them to leave you alone and you grown and you do what you want to do and you moving in this world how you want to move in this world, which is fine. That's your right to do that. But at the same time, it's his right to say, nope, since you moving on your own and you grown and you got this, I'm going to let you have this. Because whenever I try to step in with system, order, and structure, you know what I'm saying? You give me too much pushback. You got a lot of lip and you got a lot of slick mouth for what I'm saying. Like I don't know nothing. Like I don't know what's going on in the world. Like I'm dumb. So since you got it, you smarter than me, you know better than me. You know what I'm saying? You better, and if you ask any black woman just about, she'll tell you she is better than a black man. If whether she say it in them terms or not, she'll basically tell you she better. So what you need protection from? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Protection from what? It couldn't possibly be the white supremacist power structure because you in bed with that. You run to Zaddy against black men, so you can possibly want protection from a system that you are in bed with, correct? Here's the other thing. You don't get protection because you don't give protection. Who is black women supposed to protect? Write it in the chat if you know. The main people that black women are supposed to protect is black children. And they don't get protection. The first person they need it from is from you. You don't protect black.
No, no, and no. Make up your mind. The first person black children need protection from is their father. The mother takes care of the kids. The father protects the mother and the children. What are you talking about? We don't get protection because we don't protect our kids. You got some bad mothers out there as well as bad fathers, but what you said again is absolutely incorrect. A child feel different when they know their father is there to protect them. They feel really in when a father protects them, the neighborhood knows that's such and such son. That's such and such son. So I don't have to come into their life because they have no use for me. Hey, foot soldier. Hey, my baby. I don't see this is where you got the game kind of messed up. And people gonna follow the dumb stuff that you're saying. You in Chicago, how many kids out there on the basketball field and all these different fields who does not have a father? How many bad influences go up to these kids that do not have a father? But if they know daddy's around and a father is a good father, now they're not going to mess with that child because that child has a dad. Now you may have kids may get bad influences from other kids, but not the grown men who wants to initiate them in anything because they have a dad. The dad is saying having them come in the house, watching them, and then the mother takes care of the household, including the kids. But the man protects. There you go. I think you don't have nothing else better to do but have just to make videos and regurgitate stuff that makes absolutely no sense. But thanks for not calling us no names today. Well, I ain't hear none so far. If she called us a name, let us know because I'll throw that hyena picture up there.
Black kids from yourself. You know, the way you think black men are supposed to run to your protection and aid every time you whimper is the same thing, the way you're supposed to run to your children's aid every time they whimper. And you don't. We're not even going to talk about the murder of the children when they get, not the abortion, the murder of the children. We're not going to talk about that because still I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that that's rare. But what's not rare is the abuse and the neglect that you do to your children. That actually runs rampant.
You're absolutely correct. That runs rampant. Men come home drunk all the time and beat up everybody. Men come home high. Men gamble all the house money. You're right. You're right. It runs rampant. A lot of abuse women face. It runs rampant. Yeah, we could say women too. All parents are not supposed to be parents. That goes for men and women. Why you don't tell them men put that bottle down? Throw that bottle down. Put away that marijuana. Just tell them to stop smoking that. Tell them to get off them drugs. Tell them to stop coming home late. Tell them to stop cheating, making outside babies. Tell them to stop bringing home STDs. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's rampant. Even though you're gonna say something totally different, but I'm gonna tell you what she should be saying. Yeah, she's one sided. Cause that's her money come from the other side. She likes the manosphere people. But I have to speak both sides. But that is running rampant. How many kids? You got more kids that would say, my father was a drunk, he beat my mother, and he beat us. More than what you would hear, my mother wasn't a good mother. We do got moms that are not good. But according to statistics, if it's a man in the house, you got some good men. And then you got some men that work a lot. That is still not there to protect the kids. But the mother is a good mother. But if something happens, she still has to be the one to protect her kids because the man is at work. But we can talk about a lot of rampant stuff that runs in our household. Oh, yes, we can. We can talk about a lot of it. So are you healing the family or what? Let's go. I know we get tired of her. I know.
In our so-called community, you don't protect children. And one thing that you do that don't protect them is you make sure that they fathers or any responsible man is not around because you don't.
Oh gosh, girl, you messed up again. There's no woman that I know, maybe that you know. There's no woman I know who get rid of the responsible fathers. I don't know none. I don't know none who get rid of a responsible man. You said the word responsible. I don't know none. Responsible don't mean money. Even if they was really responsible men, they even broke up in a responsible way. Don't go and don't come for us women. Do not come for us. Because at any point you don't like what's happening, y'all should have been changed. If all of y'all men could get together on YouTube, y'all should have a lot of laws changed by now. And hey, come get your kids. Come get your kids. Come and get your kids. Yeah, we may, don't take my baby. Wow. When the job is yours, tell me how responsible that man will be. When you're a full-time dad, when the job is completely yours, daycare, finding somebody to keep a kid. You can't roll with the boys. If you're gonna be responsible all the way. There'll be a lot of crying women out there. But at the end of the day, we will know how it feels to come visit our kids and then go off back to our life. We can now do whatever we want to do because y'all responsible men have took the children from us. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for that day. Get that mad at us. Take it off of YouTube and go to these courts. Go make some letters, some bills. Do what you got to do. Come get your kids. Then tell me how responsible, not your girlfriend, not your mother, not your grandmother, not your sister, not nobody else taking care of your kids. Show me how responsible you would be when the child is all yours. All yours. Because for the longest time, the majority of kids has been all of us. All of us. Matter of fact, yes, you want to say okay, she better come get your kid. Put in a new bill. She's better. She won't let me see my kid. Go see a kid. Y'all men can say whatever y'all want to say, but y'all never come with facts. You can say she better, but we don't know. We ain't in the household with her, but it sounds good though. I don't care. Okay. But she said the word response. She put that in there, but what she should have did was left that word out. You think a mother ain't happy if her baby daddy is responsible? Her children's father is not. You know how much a peace of mind a woman would have with a responsible male? Stop it, ladies. Stop it. You've been around them people too much.
Don't want to take any leadership from them. You don't want a man telling you nothing, so you rather keep them at arm's length and keep them at a distance. What that does is that opens the door for degenerates that you allow, that you can't detect or whatever, to come in and do something to your kids and try.
We got rid of we got rid of the responsible men to bring home a degenerate. Chick, do you hear what you saying? We got rid of the good, responsible man for a degenerate. Where they do that at? I ain't never seen no woman that want to cut her money. I ain't never see a woman. Man, bring the money home on time, take care of the household. But I'm going to leave you for somebody I got to take care of along with my kids. Where they do that at? We threw you out because of that. Because you're a good, responsible man to bring home a degenerate that's going to abuse our kids. Shit. Anything for a video. Anything for a video.
Traumatize them. This is why a lot of our girls and boys get molested and sexually abused as children, because there's too many women around, not enough men, and the men that you have around, you done beat they betas, you done beat the life out of them. So
we beat the life out of baiters. What makes you think they were baiters? Because they couldn't just be like no good men, right? As my son would say, that woman needs to have some kids of her own. She sounds really stupid. Yeah, it's a big old wow. It's a big old wow. Whew. Oh gosh. I'm rewind that part for a second, because she talking about we done beat the crap out of beta males. How do you know a beta male is not good with his hands? Oh, so you trying to say that we got rid of a responsible man, not beta male, but she thought she'll throw that word. Same way she threw in the word responsible, she threw in the word beta, right? To make that man sound less than a man. A man is a man. A man is a man. But she purposely threw in the word responsible and beta man, like he's less than a man. Is he's beta man, if he's a responsible man, you think we're going to cut our kid short if he's a responsible man? He's beta. So that means we can do whatever we want. So that means we can tell him, come get your kids too, right? If we could make a beta man leave and he's so scared of us, then we could say, hey, I'm going out. Come get your kid. I mean, if he's beta the way you're saying it, if he's that much beta and he's that much scared of us, we shouldn't have no problems at all. He's going to be scared of us forever. Hey, bring my money because you're a beta. Don't make me come over there. Come get your kid, like right now. Don't make me come over there because you're a beta. What I say? See, it don't sound right, do it? Nope. Mm-mm. Now let's continue this, because She's saying that's what we do, but she's not understanding what she's saying. She's throwing key words in there to make the men feel good, to make men feel good, to make the alphas feel good. But a man is a man. You either a good man or you a bad man. You have a provider or you not a provider. Maybe that man wasn't providing nothing. He wasn't doing nothing. And then whatever happened, she threw him out. Things happen. That go for men too. He thought that she was his sunshine, but she was a damn nightmare. Oh my God, let's go.
Up after you, they look into your leadership, and you don't have any. And you can't vet a man the way a man vets a man. You can't see stuff in a man the way that a man will see other stuff in a man. All you see is money and sex. And maybe
who see that? That's all I see. What makes you think that's all we see? Was that all you saw? That's not all we see. I thought you said we was masculine and we make our own money now. We don't need them. But now all we see is money and other words you just said. Chick, you gotta make up your mind. You're not doing this job as good as the men. At least the men sound convinced. At least this sounds convincing coming out of a man's mouth. We may not like it. We ain't paying him no mind neither. And we don't care what he say neither. But at least it sound a little bit better. It doesn't sound good coming from you. Because you don't do your shows where you show statistics, you show this little thing up there, but you don't. No, you're not doing a good job. You're not doing a good job at all. You may think so, but you're not. You're not.
maybe a little attention and maybe a little time. That's what you see. But a man that has no interest in any of that to be able to see the scut bucket that this dude is.
If the man stayed around and didn't leave, then he would be where he belonged. And he won't have to check the next man. And if a man is really a man, you want to make sure that man meet whatever man is around your kids. If you're a real man, I don't care what a chick say. If she got a new man, I'm meeting that man. That man, like I said, that man wouldn't know my presence. I wouldn't care what she say. I don't care how many times we got to be in and out of court. But it's my job to protect my child too. Even if you have to go against the mother to make sure that your child is protected, that's what a man's job is to do. It's a rough world out here. And a man's job is to make sure he can make his child life a little bit easier and guide him for when he get older or she get older. It depends, which child he got, a boy or girl. So he should do that. Automatically. You just, okay, so she all of this. So you decided to, well, I'm going to let my kids suffer. I'm going to let my kid suffer because she is blah, 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 blah. Really? So I care more about her mouth or her, but I don't care if my kids get hurt. If they get hurt, I'll still just blame it on the mother. The mother let all of this happen. But I was living my life, party over here, party over there. I was meeting up with the homies. Hey, I got more time on my hand to make more babies. Ow. I got more time to make more babies. I got more time. Maybe I might find the right one. Maybe she might be obedient. Maybe she might let me be her authority. So I'm gonna be a dad to these kids, but forget that one or forget them because of her mouth. That means you can't handle life. If you can't handle her mouth, then you can't handle your job mouth, your boss mouth, anybody that's in authority. They tell you to punch in and punch out. You can't handle none of that. Because if you can't handle it from your woman, then you definitely can't handle it from nobody. So would you run away from everything? What do you run away from everything because a woman has a mouth? Huh? Hmm.
Okay, he'll be able to see that this dude is a whole degenerate that you actually shouldn't have in your house. You shouldn't be around him, let alone have him around or have access to your children. Because you don't know these dudes and you don't know how to vet these dudes because your femininity is off kilter. So you don't know how to vet for a man's masculinity. You don't know what's on his mind. You don't have proper conversations. You just trying to get out of the situation what you're trying to get. And so you don't see the danger. You don't see the red flags as to how this person can come in and ruin your children and break that whole family and break that whole, you know what I'm saying, that break your relationship with your kids because they looking at you like you supposed to protect me and you didn't. Y'all neglect your kids. You abuse them. You allow other people to abuse them. So how is it that you don't protect the most innocent and fragile members of our so-called community, which is the children, but you want your big grown blunt smoking, Henny drinking behind to be protected? Ooh.
How? Hey, Blanche. For number one, how you know she broke? How you know she drink Henny? How you know she smoke? And I mean, how do you know these things? So nobody drinks but them, right? Henny was just made, alcohol and all that other stuff was just made for them type of women. Nobody else drink alcohol, right? Mm? I mean, if she don't know how to pick them, maybe he's just as bad as the rest of them. If she doesn't know how to pick them, then I guess he ain't no good neither because she can't pick men, right? According to you, she can't pick them. And according to you, she threw beta man away. So she picked somebody that's whatever you call. You like calling names and stuff. So thank you. She said, Kenny, drinking. Lady, please. Lady, please, 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 please. So we let all this take place. And you honestly think the kid is just going, my mom. There's no kid saying, well, where's my dad at? Y'all too funny. Exactly. And you know, I'm a sweet girl. I like the I'm a daiquiri type of girl anyway. But she said, "Can I drink? I ran, na." You don't have to do none of that. You don't have to do none of that. None of that. Because her job is to protect. That's the man's job, to protect his kids. But we'll let her carry on. We let her carry on.
Let me know about that. Okay? What's going on with that? You won't protect little innocent kids, but your big old grown 36-year-old butt wants some protection? Girl, if you don't knock it off.
Antonio.
A kid. Make it make sense to me. You don't protect the children that you have out of your body. You don't protect children that you know. You can know some kids is getting neglected or abused, and you won't make no sacrifice to actually do something with them kids or get them out of harm's way if that's something that you're able to do. You will think of a million excuses why you can't do it, which is why these kids end up not having any future, setting them up with this single motherhood stuff because you're trying to prove a point about how you don't need black men. But you never stop to think about whether or not kids need black fathers. You never stop to think about that part of the situation. Because
And these men never stop to think about, damn, I should have threw a bag on. I should have married this woman before I had these kids. They never stop to think about that. The whole video is contradiction. It started from the beginning, Blanche. Watch a replay later. Everything she says is total contradiction. Everything that come out this lady's mouth is a contradiction. But she's following the man's fear and the pink pill, the blue pill, the orange pill, the white pill, the color pill, the single pill. I don't know. The double colored pill. I don't know. But she's selling us down the river and stuff because she can't get a man right now. Because they have to marry her. They have to want her and marry her because of her religion. So in between time, she still want attention from men. So this is her way of getting attention from men, so they can think that like this is how all women is supposed to be, just like her. But in all reality, she would have to give all of this up if she had a real man, because this means she got masculine energy. She gets money from men. She's showing herself. The whole thing is a contradiction. Well, we'll let this little video carry on.
Everything is so self-centered with you that you don't even think about the children that you birthed into this world. You don't like the daddy no more because he got another woman and blase blam and whatever goofy stuff that it is, but you never stop to think my child don't know nothing about that. And that does my personal relationship with their father, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, don't have nothing to do with the parental relationship between him and my child. And that child actually needs their father. You will break up with that man for any frivolous, stupid reason. I actually watched a video, I might talk about it later, where this woman married with kids trying to talk to her husband about how she don't want to be in a relationship no more, and she didn't even have no solid reason. She was trying to think of all the ways he could pay child support and all, and it was like, and at the end she tried to act like it was a prank. Girl, poop, no, it wasn't no prank, because you was crying at the beginning of that tape. I seen prank tapes before. That was not one of them.
So you know what she doing,
I might
right?
show y'all that at a different point.
Please let me know.
But my point is, you don't protect, and there's some other things you also don't protect. You don't protect your image. You don't protect your culture, and I've talked about that ad nauseum. So I'm not gonna go too far into that. But it's another thing that you also don't protect, that you don't want to protect, and that is the honor, the rep, and the name of the collective of black men. And you don't do that collectively or personally. You will come misrepresent your man.
God. No, baby. That's not a woman's job. It's the man's job to protect the woman's name. It's the man's job to protect the woman's name. Remember, he's the head, right? Remember, he's the head. He's the leader. So if we do what we gotta do to protect his name, that will make us the leader now, wouldn't it? If we gotta do everything for him, then we will have to. That's not a feminine thing. That's masculine. Because you put the word protect in the sentence. So as you put the word protect in the sentence or take care of in the sentence, now we have to be masculine. It's his job. It's the individual's job to do these things. I can't talk about all men. I gotta talk about the ones that needs to be talked about, but I can't say all men. And if you say all women, that includes you. That includes you. Because you say the word all. So what you do when the lights are out, huh? When the tapes is off and the light is out, what do you be doing, chick? Hmm. I'm not allowed to do nothing. I'm isolated. Isolated. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. You may be one of them gutter snipes too. Mm-hmm. I see how you look when the men can hit you up with that money. You like the money, and you also like the man who gave it to you. You start smiling and stuff. Check out your videos, girl. You start talking like, "I thank you for the cash. I thank you." And let's get them likes, lights up. You ain't doing that for a female. I ain't turned on by it. It don't sound cute to me. That so could sound cute to a man. That what she called us, Blanche. Every name that you hear me using, these are the names she calls regular women besides her. I ain't heard gutter sniping forever. So now, and I'm older than her. So come on, let's go. Let's go. So any name that doesn't sound right, them are her words. So if she can call people that, even though I know that none of us are females are who roll with me, but hey, we can say it. She don't mind. She shouldn't mind if somebody call her one neither. If she don't know people, they don't know her, so we can call her one too. Let's go.
That you live with, that pay bills with you, that's sexing you, that's helping you with your kids every day, and you will go outside and misrepresent that man's name. And black women, you will do the same on a collective level. You will not protect the image, the honor, or the name of black men at all. You throw them under the bus so fast it make your head spin. But little do you realize it make you look bad too. Everybody sees you as a traitor. You don't stand by your man. That's why everybody look at you like that. That's why you're unprotected. Because you remove your protection at every turn. And you don't protect the things you're supposed to protect. Karma is a female dog. So sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think about.
She said karma is a female dog. See, we get karma because we don't protect the man. Yo, I don't know if to laugh, joke, or what with this lady, yo, because she's such a freaking joke. I mean, I get it. She's oh my God. Are you talking about the men that we are with or men that we are not with? Why we're not getting protected from who? Our man, our father, our brother. This is why none of them protects us. Oh my goodness. That's why I'm gonna tell you guys something. Forget what she say. If I don't care what type of woman you have had, to what type of relationship you have had with a woman, mend it. Because statistically, more men grow old alone than women. And I don't mean because they have a mate. I mean because if the kids go, they stick to who took care of them. I seen a lot of men, kids don't come visit them because they was never a good dad. You need the men or relationships. Go check it out. Go check that for yourself. Nobody don't have to tell you these things. A lot of these videos, nobody really have to really tell you. They just this. I believe this is just content for people. But nobody have to tell you a lot. We all have seen these things all our lives. Good women, bad women, bitter men. We've seen it. You heard it. We've seen it. But this is the end of it. And karma is a women. You might not get. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. You can fix your life too. you can fix your life. Because technically, if them kids are in your care because the father left and the father did not choose to protect you or the children, it is on you to protect your child. It's a shame that it's left on you to do that, but she's not really pointing that out unless he was a responsible man. But we're going to throw away the responsible men according to her. But regardless of what, if the man is not around to take care or protect his kid, that is your job. So yes, do protect your kids. But all that other stuff she's saying, we'll save that to the next show. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I'm out of here. Peace.